What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Tactical Jellybean, and I'll be trying to give you guys a small Phasmo bootcamp to explain to all the new players out there, and if you're not new but you're struggling as well, on how to play Phasmo and how to get better at it. I will start off by saying I'm not a professional and I am not a Phasmo partner. I will not sugarcoat anything, and I'll try and make it as factual as I possibly can. If I miss something, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I will respond to it. And also, if you do like it, I'm not going to tell you to like the video. Wait until the end and you can see if I'm worthy of a like or not. It's all up to you. But for now, let's start covering some of the basics on episode 1 of the Phasmo Bootcamp. Yeah! First things first, we'll start with our difficulties. Okay? Phasmo has an abundance of difficulties. Amateur, intermediate, professional, nightmare. Nightmare, you lose 1 evidence. Insanity, you lose 2 evidences. And then there's obviously the challenge mode. That's a weekly challenge by the developers, which gives you a decent amount of XP and a decent amount of money without you having to use your own gear. So if the ghost does eventually kill you, you don't lose everything. You don't lose anything at all. However, 2 of these game modes, amateur and intermediates, it states recommended for new ghost hunters. I don't recommend it. The standard ghost hunting experience on intermediate, I don't recommend it. Again, these 2 investigation difficulties are, in my opinion, the biggest waste when it comes to difficulties on Phasmo, for the express reason it takes the ghost longer to do any events. Getting any form of evidence takes a magnitude of time. You waste more time trying to do the investigation than you'll do actually playing the game. And for what? Your rewards is ×1, your rewards is ×2. That's like 400, 500 XP on a perfect investigation. And it takes so much time. And it becomes so risky because you get anxious staying in the dark house the whole time. And you're just waiting for something to happen. Eventually you get the ghost wrong because you just want to leave the investigation. It doesn't really help you with anything at all. Main point is, those are not nice investigations. They're not nice difficulties. I prefer starting out at professional. Professional is, yes, it's a 3 times multiplier, but your ghosts will be active, you'll get your evidence faster, and a perfect investigation will land you between 900 and 1300 XP. If you finish weekly or daily tasks, it'll give you more. So it's more bang for your buck. It doesn't take you 17 years to do an investigation. And in my opinion, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for just a professional investigation. And we'll dive into the hunting aspect of Phasmo. Investigating our ghost. We'll do the starter map. This is the map that everyone will start out at. It's Tanglewood. Let's go do it. So we're at Tanglewood. I want to grab a flashlight, my EMF, and a crucifix. And matches. Naturally, matches. You do have a spare pocket in your jeans now, so you can carry a firelighter with you at all times. Now, you'll want to pay attention to your sanity board and your team sanity. Ghosts will hunt at an average sanity. Now, I've been in a lot of multiplayer games where someone says, okay, but my sanity is 80, and then they run into the house, but the ghost hunts, and it's only supposed to hunt at 50% sanity. It doesn't choose an individual sanity to hunt at, it chooses the average. So if the average is below 50, no one goes into the house because they will get hunted. It's just the way the game works. Certain ghosts will hunt at different sanities. A demon will hunt anywhere from 100% sanity. A demon can hunt you at 80, it can hunt you at 90, it can hunt you at 20, it can hunt you at 5. It can be extremely dormant, it can be extremely aggressive. So a demon is kind of a doofus of a ghost, but still, it can hunt at any sanity. A Fae, on the other hand, will hunt from anywhere below 75% sanity. But you'll be able to notice that it's a Fae if it hunts at 75% average sanity. That will be extremely fast. Unless you've aged it. The only way to age a Fae is to spend time in the ghost room. Without it hunting, of course. Your other ghosts, like a mare will hunt at 60%, a Raiju will hunt at 65%. There are two exceptions. These two exceptions are the Yokai and the Unreal. An Unreal will hunt at anywhere, at any sanity, given that a light is extinguished. So if you have a firelight placed down in the ghost room, and the ghost blows it out, and it starts hunting, you have a very big possibility of it being an Unreal. But that's also only if the evidence allows it. A Yokai, on the other hand, if you're playing within a team and you've got someone with an open microphone who just loves conversing, send them to the ghost room. Don't think twice. Send them to the ghost room. A Yokai is triggered by people talking in game. You want to avoid doing that. If you have a Yokai, it'll get angry and it'll absolutely take you down. But let's get started on this investigation. When you start an investigation, there are 3 things that are massively important. Your flashlight, location, and location. First locations would be, I want to know where the power is. Okay, we probably have a garage ghost or a free and utility room ghost. So my power is not in the garage. It could be in the basement. Your power will always be either in the garage or the basement, unless it's a farmhouse map. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. We'll cover that in the next episode. We want to get some lights on. We'll put these on in the kitchen. Now we want to find our ghost room. I'm suspecting our ghost room is going to be between the utility room, the kitchen, and the rest. Now I've picked up EMF. I'm not completely sure as to where my ghost room is, so what I'm going to do is I've got the power on, which leads to more accurate temp readings. So I'm going to grab my thermal. Now that I have a general idea of where the ghost room is, I'm going to grab my thermal. I'll grab a video cam just in case, and in the event of it slamming a door, I'll grab UV. I'm going to go back to that area where I last had the ghost interaction, and I'm going to start looking at temperatures. Now utility room, my temperatures are going up. In garage, temperatures are still going up. Do I have a kitchen ghost? Temperatures are still going up. Are you a dining room ghost? Nope. Maybe? Ghost fart? Let's get that back on. It seems like we are the lucky winners of a kitchen ghost. Or the ghost is just really indecisive. This could be spillover from any of these 3 rooms. So we're going to have to find out which room the temperatures drop at the most. Now we'll look for a temperature between about 50 and 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Or we'll look at 5 to 0 degrees Celsius. Anything lower than that, you actually start considering it as evidence. However, the only time you have freezing temperatures is when you reach 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll go back to the garage, and our temps are climbing once more, so it looks like our ghost is in fact in the utility room. I'm going to take my EMF and my crucifix, not a plate. We don't need a plate unless we're going to cook for the ghost. That's just a ghost event, so don't worry too much about it. You will have a lot of those ghost events. Unfortunately, you will have a lot of those ghost events. Look at that. We already got green around the light, so we have UV. That's our first evidence. And a much needed evidence, if you ask me. because that already rules out a bunch of ghosts. So we've ruled out Spirit, Wraith, Revenant, Mara, Yuri, Yokai, Unryo, Raiju, Deogen, Thay, Twins, Oni, Shade. All ruled out. Now it's touched the door as well. It'll leave a nice little handprint. Like a little kid's school project. It's touching doors like crazy. Temps are still dropping, so we'll take our camera real quick and check if we see any orbs. Now when you're checking for orbs, you want the lights off. You're not going to see orbs with the lights on. You will not see orbs with the lights on. They could take a while for an orb to appear, so if you're not seeing anything and you're a bit hasty, put your camera down on the shelf maybe and just have it pointing towards the random direction. You can always check from the van as you go back and forth. Now I'm going to go fetch my ghost writing book and my spare box. So, spare box, you've got a writing book. Here we go. Now, the writing book, there's not much to it. You can find your ghost room, you place your book down, and you wait for the ghost to pick it up and either scribble its best effort at a stickman in it, or you just wait for it to slap the book. When it comes to the spare box, there are two methods you can do it. There's our ghostwriting, right on cue. Again, this is professional. It happens a lot easier, and it did a school project. Perfect. So we've got ghostwriting, UV. So we've got a poltergeist, a demon, or a myling. Now we're gonna look for spare box. Now, when you go to your settings, you either have Vosk or you have Windows, which are both voice recognition modes, where you can take these and you can physically ask the ghost questions. Let's turn on my crucifix, lovely, hang on. We go take sanity. Again, what we explained earlier, the sanity system, is you want to keep your sanity higher than the hunted amount. So, we're going to quickly look at the sanity board. We're at 67, which means we have a demon. We're going to get freezing temps. We have a demon. There's no negotiating that, that's a demon. So I'm going to take sanity, I'm going to go back to about 100%, and then I'm going to take my spare crucifix, just in case, so the ghost does not hunt me at all, hopefully. Second location that you need is or third location that you need to know where your hiding spots are. You're going to look for open cupboards, or anywhere that you, as a player, can go hide. You're going to need to know those. There is one in this bedroom. You will need to know your hiding locations. It is unfortunate, but Phasmo is set up in such a way that you will maybe need to hide. I've got hiding in the garage as well, so that's where I'm going to go. If it decides it wants to hunt again, can I help you, Pamela? Now, we've got a spare box out, we've got a crucifix down, we've bought ourselves a little bit more time. Now we can check with voice recognition. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you friendly? Are you French? Are you old? Are you grumpy? Are you grandma? Are you naked grandma? Are you Cosby? Are you Diddy? Nothing. Okay. Again, that could just be because of the settings. A lot of times it'll give you a reaction or it won't. It's a little bug. I don't know what's going on. I'm still waiting for feedback. If we put it to text, once you prompt the activation, you'll have text selections that you can do. You can spam these. Now, when the little light in the form of a ghost comes on, it means the ghost can hear the spare box. It's registering the voice coming through. But if it doesn't respond, you won't hear anything. So then you can just automatically rule out that you don't have spare box. There we go. Draw a line through it. We're not going to get spare box. Suddenly it's no longer a poltergeist. Our temperature is not dropping. Temperatures are slow to drop, unfortunately. Unless you have a tier 2 or tier 3 thermo, temperatures tend to take a lifetime to drop as of late. Now, next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some salt. I'm just going to place it down randomly or just throw it into the house for now. I'm also going to show you a little cheat that you can use with the salt if you're struggling to get evidence. And then I'll grab a smudge stick. Seeing as it is a demon, we want to work fast. We don't want to be stuck in this house too long, because if we are stuck in this house too long, when the demon hunts, we will not make it. Demons are relentless. They take 60 seconds between hunts, or 30 seconds between hunts without smudging them, and 60 seconds between hunts when smudged. AKA they have a 60-second smudge timer and a 30-second hunt cooldown. But we'll cover more of the ghost types on the next episode. For now, it's just the basis of our investigation and how to perform an investigation successfully. We can also try for a perfect investigation. I'll see what the objectives are, and we can maybe do that as well. Let's see. We do need a photo of the ghost. We've done most of the other things as well. We can do that. We can do that. If the ghost will allow us to take a photo, we'll take our camera inside. That's the main reason we take the salt in as well. Salt pictures or footstep pictures are extremely easy to get. And extremely easy to get 3-star photos. The only downside is when you have tier 1 salt, your footsteps are only going to register twice per salt. So it's a bit difficult, you know. Our ghost has now decided to move to the garage, which is absolutely beautiful. Listen, Pamela, I don't have a camera. Can you maybe wait there for me? I need a ghost photo. Okay, Pamela. Thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna go back. Sorry. I'm gonna put some salt down real quick. And turn that annoying alarm off. It's right next crucifix. Beautiful. So what we'll do now is very simple. We'll place down the other 2 salts, and what you'll see, that one came out pre-stepped and it's an insta-step, but from this point forward, any new salt that the ghost steps in will leave footsteps, which again is a UV evidence and helps you in the long run. Now I've got 2 crucifixes, so each crucifix you can take a picture of. That's a 3-star photo. That's a 3-star photo. Your ghostwriting, believe it or not, 3-star photo. And each footstep is a 3-star photo. We also want to get whatever the cursed possession is, you just want to grab a picture of it. That's all you want to do. So we've got a Ouija board, we'll grab a picture of the Ouija board. We just need 4 more photos. It is hunting. Always have a smudge with you. Main reason for that is as soon as this ghost comes close, we're going to activate our smudge, we're going to turn off our flashlight, and we're going to bolt the heck out of there to our hiding location. It opened the wrong one. You stupid Pam. Yeah, you're going to want to listen to when the ghost hunt ends. Okay, so that's 1 more photo. 1 more photo. That's an interaction. That's 1 more photo. And then we just need like 1 more salt step photo. That's easy. But now we have 1 photo left. And we want a perfect investigation. So I'm going to go back to the van real quick. I am going to chug what's left and take myself to 100%. I don't even care about if it's over 100. It cannot go over 100. Don't try and go over 100. I'm sorry. We're going to go and look for our bone. It's a crucial part of getting a perfect investigation. First, let's get a smudge stick again in case the ghost hunts. Our bone is in the living room. That's perfect. So we're going to grab our smudge stick. Oh, come on. Pamela. Okay, so Pamela doesn't want us to take a picture of the bone real quick. So I'm just going to quickly loop Pamela over here. See, when you smudge the ghost, it basically blinds it and it goes like on a wild goose chase in the other direction. Unless you have your flashlight on, you can actually hide from the ghost that way. So we've smudged it again. There we go. We're all done. Now I'm going to take a picture of our bone. And you also need to pick it up. If you don't pick up the bone, you will not get your perfect investigation. And there we have it. A perfect, professional investigation. And then hopefully we don't get bamboozled by a mimic, but that shouldn't be the, there we go, put my hand back on the shelf for you guys. Another Phasmo bug. Merry Christmas. But there we go. That's a demon. That's an easy investigation. No real issues. It's professional. It didn't take too long. Yes, the ghost hunted a bit earlier than usual, but again, I stand by the fact that when you're playing amateur intermediate, this would have taken so much longer for about 30% of the XP. And that's not a perfect investigation, so I don't believe that those are two game modes that we need to play. If you want to start off in Phasmo, start off in Professional. And again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I am live on Twitch and TikTok pretty much every night except for Thursdays, 8 p.m. South African Standard Time. If you have any questions, drop by, ask them. I am not shy to answer, and I will gladly help out anyone that needs to. On the next episode, we'll be covering our different ghost models, we'll be covering our different evidence items and how to incorporate them. We need to get to those levels so I can show you guys the difference in evidence items as well. I recently prestiged. I am now prestige level 16, only level 26. By the end of tonight I should be about level 50. And then I'll give you guys another rundown of exactly how everything works. But for now, if you did like the video, please leave a like. It will mean the world to me. If you didn't, let me know how I can improve. I will accept any criticism. I am just not going to put my face on every video because I feel like it ruins it for everybody. But do let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, post them in the comments. I will get back to you. For now, see you guys on the next episode of the Phasmo Bootcamp.